From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Right to the air is Burrow. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
11, Thomas.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Oh, some strong running. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This to Laporta, right side. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hold on. Check. Set.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd down and 6 now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 41. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook,
Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On one, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, tape. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Gun, gun.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Stop.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
12.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Now it's gone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
I'm wondering.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 2, ready?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Burrow looking to pass.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Romeo Doubs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. It's Goff. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Bo Melton.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11.
They'll drop to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw.
Aiden Hutchinson,
his second sack of the night. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. To throw is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 5.
Goff now to throw. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
67 yards.
And the Lions have moved out in front. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This 2nd and 4.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, it's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
11.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone
Here we
backwards.
go.
Now it's 3rd and goal.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Value three.
Goff now looks to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, kill.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Romeo Doubs
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
11. Dot.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's complete to Laporta.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
And he's got it down to the 28.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
He's able to find Melton.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well.
12. 11 MT. 11 MT. Dot.
They'll start on the ground with Wright.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1, ready?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go. 12. Dot.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Wright.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jalen Wright.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to right. And he will have the Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm wondering.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here we go with Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.